Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 6th to June 12th, 2022. This is a general reading, so feel free to take whatever resonates and leave behind for others whatever does not. To dive deeper into what the week holds for you, check out readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. So, I'm just going to do this these few last shuffles. And then we'll lay out some cards. So in this first column, we examine a puzzle that you've been trying to solve. And in this second column, we find key pieces of that puzzle. In this third column, we get advice on how those pieces fit together. Okay, so in terms of the puzzle you're trying to solve, you have this nest of wasps, teamwork, order. The moon, 5 of wands, ace of wands. Key pieces of the puzzle, you have this love card, 2 of pentacles, page of swords, and 7 of swords. Advice on how pieces fit together, you have this empower yourself card. You also have 2 of cups, 2 of wands, and 10 of wands. So with this nest of wasps, teamwork, order, this is just basically discussing how you can really live a sweet life by working with others in a way to kind of use your individual talents and skills to benefit the group, the whole. And here with a 5 of wands, it seems that there is some conflict. This could be with coworkers, with friends, but it also could be within yourself. But because you have the teamwork card in order, it seems that it has to do with conflicting ideas. So when you work with others, each individual has their own ideas, their own concept of what's driving them, what the goal is, motivations, inspirations, things along those lines. And so sometimes those ideas of what to prioritize, how things go together, they don't match up. They result in, arguments, disputes, but usually those are just like growing pains, minor annoyances, really to kind of get through that. The idea is to recognize everyone has their, their own way of seeing things, not necessarily aim to, what's the word, discredit you or try to be better than you. It's just different. And so recognizing everyone is entitled to their own opinions, and there's different ways to approach a project. Basically, it's communication is key, and I'd say respect even, giving people the platform to kind of speak their minds and then see how you can, work together and really raise the vibration of everyone. And it seems that with this moon card, there's a lack of clarity. There may be some task that is going on that needs to be completed, and there's not a lot of direction. There might be doubt. There might be anxieties to create more perceived obstacles than there actually are. But with this Ace of Wands, it indicates that you perhaps have the ability to see things differently so that you can actually start um, helping these ideas get recognized, or at least the conflict, the source of it, and really possibly see how to restructure, reorder certain things where everyone kind of, well, to the extent possible, is able to pursue this goal, or this new opportunity, this new endeavor, whatever it is. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the Five of Wands there, where the conflict is kind of showing up. You have the Eight of Wands, and here you can see, unlike the Five of Wands, the Eight Wands are parallel. They're really going in the right direction. They're working together. The target is still not what's shown or depicted, and that allows for last minute changes, but at least the goals are aligned, or the priorities are aligned. So here it's a sense of that whoever you're working with, there can be this sense of, cooperation, but it could be that other people are recognizing that something has to happen quickly, and it causes people to really cut corners. So there may be a situation where time is an issue, maybe even how you communicate is an issue. It could be that, things are happening over, emails. Some people are maybe missing emails. Communications are happening really quickly. And so it seems like it could be a situation where someone needs to take the time to see where those, the energy being expended, where that's not matching up, and how to get those things more aligned. And also kind of recognize that someone has to take the lead, and it's almost as if it may need to be you. So let's take a look at this Ace of Wands. You have the Five of Cups. So if this, with the fives, it is a sense of instability, and chaos here may cause hurt feelings. But if you kind of just look at this, learn from this experience, it seems like you should be able to tap into that initial inspiration, at least on how to work together. So let's take a look at this Moon card. You have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands show up over here as well. To some degree, it may be that you or someone else that's involved in this conflict is taking on too much. Really needs to delegate, really needs to know when to say no, possibly even have mm, yeah, reassess things, reassess how much to take on, reassess who can do what. So here, the puzzle you're trying to solve is really motivations, inspirations, energy, conflicts amongst a group of people, and really how to kind of get over some upsets that um, may have been stirred up so you can put things back on track. The key here, you have this love card, and that's, you know, a sense of being able to give love and receive love, having a sense of balance, um, self-love even, and just giving other people as um, respect is kind of a good place to start as well. So with the Two of Pentacles here, it is a sense of like needing a sense of balance, balancing priorities, balancing responsibilities. And so here, trying to be as fair as possible and doing what's best. With the Page of Swords, it is a sense of possibly needing to do a little bit more research um, and looking to a situation, being curious about other people's ideas, um, and, actually taking time to um, allow for people to express themselves, to express yourself even, and um, if people have been hurt, there's some hurt feelings involved, trying to be compassionate and really be empathetic about the situation, even if you are one of the people that had your feelings hurt. Recognizing what is at the core, learning at what the core issues are, and being a little bit more focused on the facts when it comes to what um, what needs to be done and how things can be done, but focusing on the emotion when it comes to communicating and being like respectful. Um, and there might be some defensiveness amongst people, and just like being a little bit understanding of of things, but also to stay true to your beliefs. With the Seven of Swords, there is a card of like a liar, stealer, cheater. There's also the concept of imposter syndrome, and even the concept of doing things in a different way where someone might not expect it. Maybe a really unusual plan of action that people might be suspicious about. Um, so if there is a situation where there is a perceived, you know, sa- saboteur, is that how you say it? Someone who's trying to sabotage things. Um, speak your truth. Just be curious. A good way to not be confrontational is just to be curious about something. Instead of saying, hey, I suspect you of, um, you know, not working as many hours as I do, or, I suspect you aren't, doing the work that's assigned to you, or whatever the situation. Just be curious of, how are you doing? Are things going okay? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Okay, well, um, I I assumed you would be doing those things. Did I assume incorrectly? Or just to be curious about someone's motivations as opposed to being in a position of making certain assumptions. Um, and just that'll allow you to be respectful, um, and not not kind of creating more of this conflict. So let's take a look at the Seven of Swords. That's the most curious card in this love column. You have the Lovers. Interesting. So here it could be that there is, you know, someone who is trying to cut corners. Lovers is about making decisions for the long term that are ethical, that are kind of form a partnership, some type of union between, you know, uh, people or a person in a business. So to some degree, it could be that someone is trying to cut corners or doesn't understand the need to think things through for the long term, and um, may need just a little bit um, more communication, more understanding of their motivations and what they think is a limiting factor for them, for the group, and kind of see where that goes. You know, some people might be wondering why this isn't more of a love reading. You know, it could be a love reading if you look at this being teamwork of a relationship, conflict of relationship, and hurt feelings and taking on too much as well. It could be that for some of you. But you're still left with this situation of someone is cutting corners, someone is not revealing everything. And how do you deal with that situation? Because humans, we tend to get defensive when people call us out or accuse us of something. Um, whether it's true or not true, it doesn't really matter. There's a natural tendency to want to protect ourselves. So here, it's the way you approach it is be a little bit gentle, have some compassion, and even if you're trying to call out a liar, stealer, cheater type of person, just be curious and see where that leads you. So let's take a look at the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is also a card of spying. So for some of you, perhaps the key to this puzzle is someone is kind of spying on the other person. Kitty cat, come here. Kitty, don't be sad. That is Lord Toasty Marshmallow, the stray cat we've taken in, who wants to escape. So here with the Six of Wands, it is a sense of, going this route of being curious, getting more information. It almost looks like they're walking a tightrope, being really intentional about how you are pursuing something when it comes to this piece of the puzzle. It will lead to a positive outcome. You'll be recognized by others, the Five of Wands over there, for your efforts. Let's take a look at the Two of Pentacles. These two want to come out. So you have the Two of Cups and Six of Swords. You have the Two of Cups over here. So for this, it does kind of indicate a sense of some people are healing or trying to transition from, turbulent situation, trying to transition to more smoother, calmer waters when it comes to, communications, when it comes to working together. So it does kind of indicate a need to really communicate your ideas with those around you and to kind of heal these upsets that may have come about. So come here, kitty. Come here, sweetie pie. Come here. Yeah. Hi. Okay. Okay. Well, you wanna get off the table? Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get. Come here, sweetie. You wanna sit in my lap? Come here, sweetie. No? Okay. Just wanted basic attention. All right. So here, advice of empower yourself. Tune into your personal power. You are more than able to handle the situation facing you. Allow yourself to be the strong, beautiful person you are capable of being. So here it's kind of pretty much, yeah, just, step up with a sense of compassion, and understanding, and really start changing the situation and the flow of energy to make something more more positive, something where there is potential for there to be a great outcome for everyone, and really kind of get past whatever conflict's been in the past. So here you have the Two of Cups, Two of Wands, Ten of Wands. So for this here, the empower yourself, help people move forward and process their upsets, and really help them in that transition. There's also possibly a consideration of you know, leaving, and possibly because there's just too much going on from whatever situation you're in. And that's okay. You can help others, and you can live your truth, and you can make things good as you leave a situation, or as you prepare to leave a situation. So let's take a look at the Two of Cups. You have Seven of Swords. So definitely when it comes to, relationships, there's something that's just not really being uh, fully acknowledged or um, revealed. So that is a key situation. It doesn't matter if it's a romantic relationship or a business relationship. It is a sense of possibly even contributing to this view of wanting to leave the situation, do something else entirely. So let's take a look at the Two of Wands. You have the Ace of Wands again. So here it seems that your drive, your goals, whatever it is that's inspiring you, you can use it to deal with whatever conflicts you're going through. And it'll also help you to pursue something different, something that will light you up. Whether you know what that is or not, seems like you're still in the planning stage. But let's take a look at this Ten of Wands here. You have the Magician. So if you are leaving a situation, or if you are just recognizing that you need to reassess the current situation, delegate responsibilities to other people, whatever it is, it seems that when you recognize your ability to kind of shift the energy of, your own energy and those around you, you're able to, you're going to be able to tap into your desires a little bit more, be aware of what it is you want to create and manifest, really highlight your talent and skills and your ability to manifest what you want into reality. It could be that part of this upset is, the fact that you probably already have a lot of talents and skills and resources available to create what you want, and maybe you're wanting to exhibit some of that in this situation here. But this process, it's almost kind of reinforcing how you can use, um, give and take, balance, acceptance, love, compassion to deal with a situation, interpersonal situation, when there's just unknowns. Maybe the Seven of Swords is someone isn't wanting to reveal a certain, anxiety disorder they have, or some type of, um, maybe they lied on their resume because they couldn't remember certain information and they had to fill something out, something that really might not even be intentional with respect to the relationship at hand, um, and how to deal with that, and how to come out of any, um, you know, situation where there is conflict and drain on uh, people's energy and emotions, and recognize that you still have your spark and that you still have your abilities and your tools, and it'll add more to your toolkit and your skill kit. So I'm hoping that this provides a helpful perspective of your week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.